The question of whether you should invest in a new property or a new unit or an existing unit that's been renovated is one that I get a number of times. A lot of people ask that question, and I can understand that because there's a lot of conflicting advice and information out there. I think some of the realities though need to be looked at. New property looks beautiful and it feels beautiful, and they're in very good locations. The problem with new property is that the capital growth on them is nowhere near as strong as that of existing property. We've done measures to compare property prices of new property and what they've resold for 10 years later, and what similar property or similar price range property of older stock has sold for in that same period. And I have to say, every time we compare, we see that it's the older stock that put on as much as 20, 30 or even 40% more over that time period is brand new. And there's a number of reasons for that. New property carries a margin when it's sold, so you pay more for it for the fact that it is brand new. The other aspect about new property is that there's a lot of expense with new property in terms of strata levies as they build up their sinking funds and as they resolve issues in the original construction and that sort of thing. I'm not saying don't buy new property, but don't buy new property believing that financially you'll do better out of it. Buy it because you like it, buy it because you're going to live in it, buy it because it fits your lifestyle. But if it's a pure financial decision, an investment decision, you're far better off buying existing stock that's been renovated or that you can renovate. And that's what most of our clients have done, and that's where they've made a lot of money.